Greetings of the day. Myself, Rutu Bawa, the leader of Team CodeCatalysts, am doing this video presentation for explaining our problem statement idea for Technothon 2024. The problem statement title being Unified Faculty Student Management Portal. The PSID of the same is PS-03. The idea that the problem statement portrays is connecting the students and teachers on a unified platform that will ease the curriculum and the academics of the students and the load of the teachers. With this project, we try to fill those barriers, and not just that, but also bridging the gap between the parents' access towards students' progress and their interaction with the teachers. So, the key features of this project being a virtual classroom, a feature that would enable notes sharing for the teachers, which the students can access. There would be a test portal which would give immediate scores of the results, and a dashboard would be maintained for the same. An announcement section which would do the role of a notice board, wherein all the important announcements, notices about intercollege competitions or particular seminars, workshops, all of those can be displayed. Next, we have a parents teacher communication section, as mentioned, wherein the feedback sharing or the progress tracking would take place. Also, the teachers can have a quick track about what the student is doing in the academics beyond the college setup, and likewise for the parents. So, it would be a good source to track the progress and activities of their ward. There would also be an integrated course exit form which would be filled by the students uh, at the end of all the courses and whatever the curriculum has offered to them and their growth. Next, we would have a feedback section that would enable continuous improvement of the platform and bridge the gap between the student teacher and parent association, which would help the growth of the students progress at the end of it. Next, we would have an interactive doubt section wherein the students can drop in their doubts and the faculty can review those doubts and provide necessary solutions over that. This can also serve as a good source for the students who are viewing those doubts. It can enable learning opportunities for them as well. Additionally, we would have a placement listing bar which would state all the opportunities of internships or jobs listed at one place, and depending upon the asks of the companies, the students can appear for interviews or apply for internships via this platform itself. Having discussed the use cases, the platform would be divided into three interfaces that would show up after the login page, of course. That would be the teacher, student, and parent interface. The technology stack of this project would revolve around MongoDB or Firebase for maintaining the database of the student, teacher, as well as parents. The front end developing would dwell upon HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Bootstrap, or some necessary changes if required. The API testings would be supported by Swagger or OpenAI, and JSON can be used to serve for the purpose of authentication and data security. Some of the unique selling propositions of this idea pertains that this platform would be a progressive web application that would enable the storage criteria, or rather the issues, to be resolved. So it would be a web app. It would provide seamless communication, especially between the teachers and the students. The course management would be much more comprehensive and easy to understand. It would have an in-app assessment system that would help maintain the track of the students' improvements. which would help maintain a proper database of the dashboard. The platform involving parent interaction would help to assess the students' progress and activities on a relatively better way. Additionally, the placement and opportunities repository would open doors to endless scope of placements and work opportunities for the students. So a training and placement cell would be able to run via this platform. Next up would be the notice board, which would enable quick notified announcements access to all the students. It would be convenient for the teachers to load their announcements at one spot, and all the students can receive them at the same time. The feedback section, like mentioned earlier, would enable the continuous improving of the platform and making necessary changes into the studying pattern or monitoring pattern with regards to the progress of the student. The future scope of this project extend ideas such as integration of the platform with LMS, that is learning management systems, which would enhance the quality of education provided to the students. Gamification elements that would amend the engagement of the students to be better on the app and towards navigating their path forward in the track of education. Also, this platform can have an integration of e-learning marketplace, which would again provide better scope of resources available to the students. Augmented faculty support can be another bar that can thrive upon the future scope, which would enhance the efficiency of this application. Lastly, artificial intelligence being the talk of the hour, it would bridge the gap of doubt solving and exploring innovative possibilities. So, the integration of artificial intelligence can open doors to possibilities of innovations that probably a human brain could have never imagined. Furthermore, coming on to the dependencies and showstoppers of this project, the first one would be the platform maintenance cost, that would be around 15% of the development fare. Next would be the operator database, which would be required for having unique registration and identification IDs for the users. Then we would have the reliable hosting platform for hosting this progressive web app. Lastly, the database management system that would include the database of teachers, students, as well as parents, which would require additional safety and data privacy as well as authentication. The list of the team members include myself as the team leader, that is Rutu. Next, we have Deepak Jitarwal from Electronics and Telecommunication, second year. Next, we have Rushil Ekhande from Computer Engineering, first year. And lastly, Lokesh Keswani from Computer Engineering, first year. Thank you so much for your time. We as a team look forward to scale this project on a larger scale in near future.